Hi guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. It's time to continue on with our spring into summer prompts for May. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new here, welcome. So we are ready to move on to the next prompt for May, and that is envelope flip out and collage. Now this first time in April I kind of skipped around, but I'm kind of going in order on this one. I don't know if I'll have time to do more than one prompt in this video, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have a problem here for 4 because it talks about a snippet roll, which I only have one snippet roll, and that came from Bobby, and it's a Christmas one, and I can't. I can't cut into that. It's for like an Advent kind of thing, and I just don't make them. So I'll have to figure something out for that one. Maybe throw something together really quick. I don't know. But today we're working on envelope flip out and collage. Now I feel like this is going to take a little bit of time for this one because I did have a chance to kind of think it out before I decided to do it. So most of it I've got figured out. So I wanted this color envelope, okay? And look how massive it is. Let's compare this to the journal, okay? And trying to put that on a page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it up and re-glue it, and that's going to be the envelope because I really want this envelope. The other ones are really small, and I wanted one to be a decent size. And I mean, color's not going to matter all that much, I guess, because we are going to collage on this envelope. But first, let me cut this down, and then we'll re-glue the sides, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now we're going to take it apart. And this piece right here, we are going to cut out a window. Okay? So let's get this, and let's do a little bit of a measurement of where we want this window to be. So we're going to go there to there. Not quite that far. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see, let's do this bottom one. Let's go like this. Yeah, I'm just winging it, you guys. I'm not even measuring it. I'm just drawing my lines. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then let's do this. Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Okay. So, that's going to be our window. We've got a little more edge on here, but I think that'll be okay. And now we're going to cut this out. So let's get our mat. That's not very even. Oh, you guys. Hold up. This right here is not even at all. That looks a little bit better. Yes, that definitely looks better. Okay. You know what that's going to do? Now we're going to cut this window out. There is a method to my madness, you guys. So now we're going to cut on our line. And I'm off of the line right now. There we go. You don't gotta rush it. And it does not have to be perfect no matter what you tell yourself. I hope that I'm in frame. This is something that I like to be right up close and personal, so that I can, you know, stay on my lines. And did we cut the bottom one? I don't remember. Did we? No. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, well, let's see how we did. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's... Okay, there's the frame. And, oh, let's not knock my coffee over. I can't get my cutting board back in there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we've got, if I can find it on my mess here, we've got some acetate here that's a little dirty. And so we're going to just kind of sit this on there and try to get it on there straight. Okay. And then we're going to cut around that. I think I'm just going to cut a little bit. Let's get the cutter here. And we'll go ahead and cut there. And we need some off the top. Let's see how close we are. Okay, that's pretty good. We need a little bit more off here. Okay, I think that we should be able to work with this. Okay, so we're going to turn that, let's see, we want that. We're going to glue this way so we don't have to go and erase the pencil. So this will sit on here like this. I almost got that the perfect this way. Okay, so we're going to get right on the edge right there. This side, it covers the whole thing, so. I cut maybe a little bit too much off the top, but that's okay. And then we just want to make sure that this is going to, I probably should use tape, but it'll be all right. Okay, let's get this on there straight. Let's get some of this dust off of here. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just keep telling myself that we don't need perfection. Okay, so there's that, and it's going to go back on here. What is stuck on that? Oh, that's the, that's an old mark I have on there. Yeah, let's trim this down. wonder if we shouldn't take a little bit off the side to make that look more even. Hold on a second, guys. There, that looks better, I think. Okay, so now we're going to glue this back onto the envelope. It's going to be hard because, you know, I flipped it the other way. I think it'll look all right, though. And the reason we did this is because on the inside, we've got a card right here that I want to fit in there. So, now there's also putting something around this edge, too, if I wanted to put some pieces around the edge of this to give it a little bit of... On this side, we are going to collage book page. So do I want to collage book page on this? Or do I want to put scrapbook paper? Let me take a look. Okay, so I decided to just collage everything. So I went ahead and cut my book page, inked everything so you guys didn't have to sit through all that. And we're going to work on this first. So let's get our Mod Podge. We're going to put a little bit in our cap. Okay. And the easiest way that I found to do this is don't Mod Podge your whole area. Just do little bits at a time. It's going to be best for you in the long run. Now we're going to try and do this without getting our glue on our window. We don't want the glue on our window. So we're going to do our best to not do that. And we're going to try to keep these very even. So that we got a nice frame. And then of course we'll trim all of this off. Instead of doing the Mod Podge for this, I just was gluing pieces on because it was getting in the window. Luckily I was able to scrape that off with my nail, and the process just went faster using regular glue, and I got the effect that I wanted. So now, you know, and then I just trimmed all the edges off. So now we're going to work on this, and we're blowing our papers all over the place. And the inside's going to stay this. So we're going to flip this over, and let's see, so it's going to be on there like this. So this will be, this is how we're going. This we're going to end up Mod Podging. So let's get started on that. And we're going to cover this whole thing with book page. And I've got all different colors. I have all different cuts, shapes, and sizes for this. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet for the flap. I went to some garage sales yesterday with my daughter and my son-in-law. They invited me along, and we only went to like a couple garage sales, but I found a whole bunch of stuff, and they only charged me $15, and it was a whole tote full of fabric. Now, I don't know how much of it I'll be able to use or what parts I will use, but yeah, it was pretty amazing. And I had a bunch of lace, flat backs, my favorite was the lace and the trims and stuff. And she told me only $15. I was amazed by that. That was very kind of her. I think they just really wanted all the stuff gone. And rather than, you know, throwing that stuff away, get a little bit of money back for it. And it was awesome. I did not expect it, I can tell you that. So I have, my point was, I have this really pretty goldish kind of trim. We'll see how that will look on here. And see if that's something that, a look that I like on it. Go ahead and collage this part right now. This got damp, the sticky part on the envelope, so I'm trying to get that to unstick right there. Anyway, so I did that. We're all covered now. Like I said, this inside part is going to stay as it is. So now this is going to go and get attached back to our envelope. Okay, so do I want to attach with glue? I think glue will be all right because we got. Or do we want the tape? We're gonna go with the glue because I think tape is gonna take up too much space for our card to slide in there. I might, as it is, have to trim this card down. We'll see. So let's go ahead and we're just going to glue it on. Let's see, where are we going? Okay, we're going to start it right here. I should probably be gluing the frame. I mean, I had a thinner tape. We'll see how it's going to work like this. The top and bottom will do well because the acetate is not all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. On there. You may have to put a little bit more on these two corners. This corner keeps wanting to come up. I don't know if I've had enough glue there. Okay. And now where I trimmed that off, we are going to get and down here. Okay, and I think this right here too needs a little bit of ink. All right, yeah, I don't have enough glue there. I gotta put another dab of glue down here. All right, so there's that. Now, something else that, where's my pen? I wanted to do on this front side is I found this die cut that I had in my little die cut box, and I'm thinking it might look okay like this on the window here. I don't think I can like ink it up. I can get little bits of it inked. This one was so delicate because they can tear so easy. So I'm thinking we're gonna go like that. So let's turn this over. Wish me luck on getting this on there. We're just gonna put little dots on these spots. It seems to be the easiest way, and they'll smush a little bit, so oh. I didn't do it on that stem yet because I gotta decide exactly where it's going on here. Yeah, I like it like that. Okay. So I'm going to just snip right here and put just a little bit of glue under that stem. Okay. We got more glue on there. Yeah, it was not working, you guys, trying to get this collage. I just started using the glue and just gluing the pieces on, and it ended up working the best like that. Let me see if this is going to actually slide in here. You know what? I wonder if I'm gonna have to trim a little bit more off, I think. A little more off the, yeah, we're gonna take a little bit more off the top and then maybe around the corners. Okay, so let's round these corners. Well, let's check first. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then it's going to fit just like that within the envelope. Now the question is, do I want to leave this like this, or do we want to cut that off? Because I mean, it can go in further. Okay, I'm going to round the corners, I know for sure. I think we're going to leave it just like this, and that way it'll have a little bit of a pull to it and not have to put a tab on. And it'll be a nice writing space. And since this is the journal Bobby will be keeping, she doesn't even have to keep this in here. She can put anything she wants to in that window. Okay. Now let's put her in there. She's so pretty. She is just beautiful. All right, and there she is in there. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, now for this, I have an idea as well. Since we're collaging, I'm going to cut her out, and we're going to make a little window or a little pocket to sit right here with this piece. So I'm going to probably have to back that part, but let's go and cut her out the best that we can without too many problems, hopefully. And we'll get her bouquet here that she's holding. We won't get these long pieces that are sticking out though. The ladies in this kit were so pretty, and these came from Pixie Tail Treasury. I had bought her shop bundle. And now the question is, do I want to just cut her out, or do we want kind of a little bit of this? Let's go across here. It's getting hard to cut. Do I want to keep part of this background with the floral behind her? If we do, there's the, should be on there like that. And then I'm going to trim this corner piece. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay, so here's going to be our little tuck spot. It's going to go right here on this. Now, do I want to keep that background? I think I'm going to keep that background on there. Maybe bring her closer to this. No, I don't like it like that. I'm not going to keep the background either. The more I look at it, I don't like it. So we are going to just completely cut her out. It looks too much like it's trying to be a picture, and it's not. So it looks really patchy, and I don't like that idea. So we're going to finish cutting her out. Okay. Do I want to cut this? Yeah. And she'll be right there. All right, let's put a little ink on her. We're using gathered twigs today on our inking. Okay. Let's glue her. Let's get her down. And I'm actually wondering, do I want that on there? Yeah, I think so. Let's just do it. Let's ink it up. We're only going to do here and here because we just want it to be a tuck and not a pocket, so anything can go into it. Okay. Now we need to go down a little bit. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Let me see here. Do we want to put something on it? I like to follow your heart. Choose to shine. Do we need something smaller? I kind of like the wider one. Collect beautiful moments. I like that too. We'll just trim the ends off. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's take the layer off first. As you guys know, these are very thick. Okay, we're going to cut off a little bit on each end. Okay. We're going to use some of our muslin. It calls it all kinds of stuff, so really, in all honesty, I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go here first. This we can tear. I don't think we're going to be able to tear underneath it, but we'll see. We might be able to manage it. Or not. So we're just going to, there we go. Okay. And it will go on there, and this will sit on it like that. Okay. My glue is not coming out of the bottle again. I didn't want to get too close to her. And we're a little crooked. That's better. I'm going to ink. And I need to clean that off the top. It'll come out a little easier, I think. If I clean that off. Nope, it's still not coming out. Looks like I need my paper clip tool. I think we can get enough out to stick it down though. Okay. Okay. There's that. Now, let's see if I can remember where I was going to put it. I'm pretty sure it was the third signature that we were at. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Was it here in the third? Maybe it was the second signature. I don't remember having that. Or was it on here that we were going to do? I think it was right here. But we got that big one in the signature. Let's go to the fourth one. Let's come in here. Oh, she's got a big one in the fourth too. Let's see. What would that look like on here? I don't like it. Let's go back to the second. See what we can find on the second. I think we'll go here. This will flop over this image. Do we like it like that? This one doesn't flip out. Let's go here. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, we got it on there. We're going to flip this open, and we're going to glue our flap. Okay. Am I even in frame? Who knows? Okay. And hopefully this will be okay and it won't be popping up. Now, what I was talking about with this, let me get that fabric or that lace. Okay, this is that beautiful lace I was telling you about that I found. How gorgeous is that, you guys? So pretty. And this was in that stuff that I bought. And I'm thinking maybe we'll go from the top to the bottom like this. So you can still see the collage underneath, right? Let's do it. I'm going to clean up this end right here. Okay. So let's just glue. Paperclip tool. I need to, I think, clean this cap out because it does this way too much. Okay, let's try that again. See if they're going to come out for me here. Okay, we're going to glue all the way down here. Not a whole lot, just all the way down to the bottom. And then we're going to use our finger tool and smooth it out so that it's not seeping too much. Okay. And we're going to go just like this. And all the way down to here. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like it. Okay, and let's trim this off right at the page. What do you think, guys? And this just needs to work itself out of its funk there. Oh, yeah, I want to do that too. I like to go underneath here so that that card is not going to slip through this spot and that glue's not even coming out. How awesome. Okay, now you are. So I always just run it right underneath it because I have had stuff in the pocket slide through this slit and come out the other side. So it's a good idea to have that glue down there. And it gives it a little bit more support as well. But there we go, you guys. What do you think? I think this turned out really good. Let me know in the comments what you think of what we did today. It was a little tedious in places, but it all came together. I like it. So anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I thank you guys so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.